Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and welcome to Wasteland Talks, my weekly talk show where I talk about whatever the hell I want. And this keeps it going with my top 10 list, wrapping up the year 2023 as I look towards 2024 and all the great films that await. And this is my top 10 most anticipated films of 2024 list. So let's get things started with number 10, Kung Fu Panda number 4. I am such a huge fan of Kung Fu Panda. I love Po. I love Jack Black. I love all the cool villains that they bring into this series. All the fun side characters. I especially love like Bryan Cranston coming in and being his dad in the third one. And this fourth one, as Po has to go toe-to-toe with a chameleon who's taking on all of the powers of his previous enemies, and this is an exciting idea. I'm so looking forward to seeing Po back on the big screen. I've enjoyed the Netflix series, but you can just tell there's a bit of the magic missing, so I'm so ready to see him back fighting up on that big screen, being Jack Black and being Po as hell and absolutely having a blast going along with it. My number 9, which is probably lower than most people, but it's Dune Part 2. I am very excited for Dune Part 2. Denis Villeneuve is one of the greatest filmmakers working today. I didn't love Dune Part 1 as much as most people, only because it didn't feel like a whole story. And of course now we're getting Part 2, and this is promised to be a giant space epic of incredible proportions, and based off of the trailers that we've seen so many times because it was supposed to come out this year in 2023, this looks epic, and the inclusions of Christopher Walken and Florence Pugh and Austin Butler and just the whole rest of the cast returning, this looks absolutely incredible. And those worms, like, this looks like this could be one of the biggest, most epic films you've ever seen on screen. Number 8, Ballerina, starring Ana de Armas as a new character in the John Wick world, and I can have all the spin-offs in the world for this series because I just love what Chad Stahelski and Der Kolstad had created in terms of this assassin's world and them expanding it and bringing new adventures to it. My only thing is I really hope they get the right director to be able to deliver the action on the same level as Chad Stahelski did. But I'm so excited to see where this world of John Wick expands to, so bring it on. My number 7, The Lord of the Rings, The War of the Rohirrim. I'm a huge Lord of the Rings fan. They're my favorite films of all time. And hearing that they're expanding upon this as well, the world of Middle-earth is so much bigger than just The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings. And Rings of Power, scratch a certain itch. Not enough dwarves. Certainly not enough dwarves. I am excited to see where Warner Brothers goes with this particular film and expanding the mythology of Lord of the Rings on screen. And I'm just so excited to be able to go back to Middle-earth and see what they do with it. My number 6 is Deadpool 3. And this is the only MCU film we're getting this year. I didn't love the first Deadpool as much as everybody else. I really, really enjoyed it. I'll watch it all the time. But just the idea of Deadpool is so great. But what sells me on this is bringing Hugh Jackman back as Wolverine. And I don't want them to sour what they did with Logan, because Logan was perfection. But this idea of Deadpool through the multiverse, collecting and engaging with all of these different X-Men characters, that just sounds incredible and right up what this film should be for Deadpool linking into the MCU. And I'm one of the biggest MCU fans you're probably going to find, so I'm super excited about that. We'll see what Shawn Levy does with it. My number 5 is Drive Away Dolls. My favorite filmmakers are the Coen brothers. I really wish that I got to see this back in September when it was supposed to come out. But this is Ethan Coen's film as he spun off from Joel, who did Tragedy of Macbeth. And Ethan's doing this fun, like, young woman-centric crime thriller. And I'm just very excited about this crazy cast that they put together for this film. Just a lot of great talent behind it. And, of course, it's one of the Coen brothers. So I'm very excited to see what Ethan Coen's able to bring. It definitely seems like Ethan's more of the funny one, and you could definitely tell that based off of this. But seeing Margaret Qualley and Pedro Pascal, Coleman Domingo, Bill Camp, Geraldine Viswanathan, Beanie Feldstein, and just so many others, like Matt Damon apparently is in this movie as well. This just seems like a crazy thrill ride with plenty of fun along the way for me to just sink my teeth into. Number 4, Ennio. And this is a new documentary that I think got released a bit ago, but it's finally getting a US release. This is a documentary from director Giuseppe Tornatore of Cinema Paradiso fame about composer Ennio Morricone. I cannot be more excited to take this deep dive into the life of one of the most legendary Italian artists of all time and one of the greatest film composers of all time, Ennio Morricone. So bring it on. Number 3 is Nosferatu. Robert Eggers is one of my favorite directors rising in Hollywood today. I love his gothic folk horror vibe, and him adapting Nosferatu, the images that we've seen so far just increase my excitement exponentially. It's just one of those kinds of things where I'm just like, I don't know if I would ever want anybody else to remake Nosferatu. We already got Werner Herzog's and Klaus Kinski's reimagining of it, reworking of it, but Robert Eggers and this cast that he puts together, like, you throw Willem Dafoe into anything, I'm probably going to be excited. But having the likes of Emma Corrin, Anya Taylor-Joy, Aaron Taylor-Johnson, Nicholas Hoult, Bill Skarsgård, Lily Rose Depp, Ralph Ineson, Simon McBurney. There's just so many great actors in this, and if it was just Eggers and nothing else was announced, I'd be excited about this. My number 2, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. I was not excited when they announced that they're going to make another one, not focusing on Caesar, not with Matt Reeves. But when I saw the trailer for this, honestly, it completely changed my mind that I'm like, I need this movie now. Coming out on Memorial Day, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes looks like it is expanding this world, really digging deeper into it. I don't know about director Wes Ball, who did all the Maze Runner films. I don't know if his direction will capture any of the level of Matt Reeves, but with the likes of Kevin Durand, Willem H. Macy, and others bringing to life some of these characters, just returning to this world 300 years after the death of Caesar and seeing the world the way that it is now is something very exciting to me. And number 1, there could only be one. We have a Mad Max spin-off movie, Furiosa, coming out Memorial Day weekend. I'm going to have a very exciting Memorial Day weekend, which is also my anniversary. So, best weekend ever, because I'm getting Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, get to celebrate my anniversary with my wife, and get to see Furiosa come to the big screen. And Anya Taylor-Joy as a young Furiosa, Chris Hemsworth as Dementus, and Immortan Joe up on screen. This trailer blew me away. I am infinitely excited about this. I cannot wait to return to the Wasteland and just go on this bonkers journey that George Miller has in store for us. And if you couldn't tell, I'm excited about this. And you probably could have guessed this was probably on here just based on the fact that everything that I do is Wasteland related. Because that is how much George Miller's film, his franchise, has inspired me in the world of film. So, yeah, I'm excited. It looks like an exciting year in film for 2024. And I can't wait to see all of these films. Let me know what you're most excited about. Leave some comments below. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting the Wasteland Reviewer.